So welcome back here to the 2014 PSP World Cup, and we are now into the Division 4 final matchup. So it's Prime 2, and they are taking on the Venom, Palm Beach Venom.
Palm Beach Venom.
Palm Beach Venom. Well, there's an old school team called Palm Beach Vipers, and there's been a lot of actually good teams that have come out of Palm Beach over the years. So Palm Beach represented again, make it into the D4 final matchup. So it's a 12-minute, it's a little bit different format. Same race 2 concept though. However, it is a race to 4 with 12 minutes on the clock. So we are about 15 seconds before we get into this matchup right here.
Yeah, and right here you're seeing some divisional issues, which looks like maybe a gun issue at 10 seconds.
Yeah, so
2 minutes left in the fourth.
And you're looking at Prime. Yeah, so it looks like a timeout's been called.
Yeah, that's Palm Beach Venom on your screen right there in the black and blue jerseys. Prime 2 in the khaki and green jerseys down there.
Yeah, and again, this is some divisional woes here. You see, they had to call a timeout before the game even started. The guy from the Prime team was signaling he needed a gun at 15 seconds, meaning that he forgot to test his gun out in the pits or had some sort of malfunction over the chrono or something like that. But to all you players out there, make sure your gear is working before you enter the finals.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to burn your time out here that early.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's 12 minutes on the clock. It's a race to 4, same 2-minute turnaround, but there's no penalty. There is no penalty box. No one goes to the box. Essentially, what happens is a 1-for-1 and 2-for-1. So minor penalties are a 1-for-1, and major penalties are a 2-for-1.
All right, well that's exciting.
Yeah, there's Prime on your screen right now, getting ready to roll here. So now we have a little under a minute to go. And so we'll have the D4 finals, D3, D2, D1, and then we get into those champs and challengers final matchups. Again, the champions and challengers for this event have switched. So it's going to be the champions finals first with Damage and Art Chaos, and then we're going to see Ryan Greenspan's team, San Diego Dynasty, playing against Los Angeles Infamous. So what a great set of games here for the World Cup final matches in the champs and challengers division. And, Ryan, you guys came out with a fire here at this one. You guys dominated in the prelims and then won a really close match against Chicago Aftershock. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was a pretty wild match, So glad to be out of the challengers division again, like I was saying earlier. It is a humbling experience down there. But, we had some fun. We made the best of it, and we're back. We're back where we need to be.
So here we go, split screen breakout. Prime's going to be in the brown jerseys on your left, and Palm Beach in the blue jerseys on your right. So off the breakout, all the way to the snake, both teams. And it looks like Palm Beach drops a body early.
Drops 2 bodies up the snake side, actually, Matty.
Yeah.
And you'll see this Prime guy is crawling onto their side of the field, doing a little Brandon Short move right here, getting into the other team's side of the field.
And there
Prime
goes a
losing
couple
another
more
body.
Palm Beach Venom players. Nowhere to hide with number 23, Daniel Figuera, on their side of the field in the snake. Just one body fighting for dear life over in that Dorito side corner.
I believe there's actually a guy in Dorito 1 who just got bunkered right there, and this guy gets a nice little 2-piece right there. Up that side of the field, that was a great move, coming from the X in the center, which is a really powerful spot as we saw. And we saw Oliver up there in the shot game, wheeling and dealing on that 3-on-4, 3-on-5. We just saw him.
Yeah, Oliver definitely stepped up in that one.
Mm-hmm.
So that point is going to be hung up by Prime. And again, only a race to 4 here in the Division 3 and Division 4 finals. And in those divisions, obviously, throughout the tournament. So don't have a lot of time to work with. Only 12 minutes and only a race to 4. Now let's check in with the 4th member of our broadcast team, Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, I just talked to Prime to find out why they would call a timeout before the match had even started. They said that one of their players had already broken some paint in his gun, and so the loader wasn't working, and they didn't want him obviously to start that point, a body down with a gun not working. So obviously they made the right decision since they just got the first point, and that's all I've got for you. Back to you.
Thanks, Lauren. Well, hopefully that won't hurt them when they need a timeout to call as things start to play themselves out. They did great, though. That definitely did pay a dividend here early on as they go up 1.
Yeah, and that actually, again, I kind of forgot about the race to 4 part. That timeout's not going to hurt them as badly because, they're only playing to 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's in that
It's a little bit easier to keep your cardio up when you're playing to 4 points.
Yeah, it's that 7th point or 6th point of the match.
So we'll be right back with more of this Prime Palm Beach matchup here in the D4 Finals at the PSP World Cup. Stay with us.
They say paintball is 90% mental. The mental aspect of our sport goes far beyond game plans and visualization. Now more than ever, Empire provides an unmatched support system for you both on and off the field. Having this level of support allows you to focus on the things that you need to go out there and get the job done. The Empire All-In Sponsorship Program. Thousands of players, hundreds of teams, one family, one support system.
So we're back here. Beautiful Fantasy of Flight. A little outside of Orlando, Florida. Matty Marshall with Ryan Greensands from San Diego Dynasty and the coach of Omaha Vicious, Todd Martinez. And we are just 1 point in to this Prime 2 versus Palm Beach Venom matchup in the D4 final. This game brought to you by PB Nation. Off the break. Now Prime getting into Snake 1. And it looks like referee in there to check him out. Referee's going to scour him over, but body's dropping for Palm Beach. So early advantage goes to Prime as Bookish coming off shot by Taylor Mitchell. And a Prime body dropping on that D side though, so it's all evened up here as Cameron Enriquez comes off getting shot by Martino.
Yeah, it looks like
2 Prime players in the Snake. One diverting up to the center of the field. They definitely have the field advantage on this Snake side.
So, hey, Ryan, I want to ask you real quick. We've seen a couple people go to that spot off the break, but we haven't seen that particular bunker played very much.
No. That's because it's not a very good bunker. You know, a lot of teams want to emphasize a lot of, movement in the center of the field, and then they see the largest of those 2 bunkers, or one of those 2 bunkers, is either center can or that spot right there. So they kind of throw it in there to keep the variety up. But right there, he does get a kill for that guy in the Dorito over there. But the thing is, you get trapped in there, and right now, Prime has no attack on the Snake side. This guy would have been their other attacker. So, oftentimes you want to keep a guy in the Snake in order to get that going.
So Prime on the run through in the center, and I think there might be one Palm Beach player left alive. I thought he might have got a shot on him. He didn't.
No, he actually didn't even know he was there. He was looking the wrong way. But
yeah, and that last Palm Beach Venom player just shot the last body from Prime off that Dorito side. So only one body left alive on the field.
I thought for a second I thought we were going to see a one-on-one, but but Venom is going to be able to tie it up, and it looks like the last player left alive is Lance Vixler. So Vixler and all that chaos, able to stay alive.
He needs to hang the flag because I believe they're down 1 point right now.
Be a good call.
Yeah, I think they see some pro players working the clock, and they're not exactly sure why they're standing there. Yeah, let's just stand there and let's get some time off the clock.
Let's check out that run through here on the replay. So Prime pushing forward. Yeah, you're right, Ryan. He didn't even know he was there. Yeah. And just ran right by him. So kind of dropping the ball a little bit there.
Absolutely.
And allowing Palm Beach to tie it up, though. I love the aggression, though. So Vixler, the hero of that point, 3 confirmed kills for him so far in this matchup. With 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go, tied up at 1. We'll be right back.
It's the weekend before the final event of the year, and we have 60 cases of paint. Last year at this time, we only had 20, and we didn't even make the cut for finals. But this year, with the money we raised through paintballproshop.us, that's not a problem. Now we have money for practice and events. It's free. paintballproshop.us.
There's a lineup for Prime getting ready to roll here in this very close matchup in the D4 final. Still some time to play here. Again, it's only 12 minutes in the Division 4 and Division 3, and 15 minutes in 1 and 2 in a race to 5 points in those, which we are going to see after the D4 and D3 matchups. Right now it's Swindle, Mitchell, Braddock, Nick Shaw, and Charles Taylor on the field right now for Prime. And Swindle is definitely getting it done. I think I say Swindall Philip Swindoll. So 3 confirmed kills for him, kind of setting the tempo for Prime. And it's Vixler, Roy Kenny, Nicholas Martino, Malachi Bookish, and Ben Brewster. That's a good name. Off the breakout here, aggressive play by Prime all the way up into the center, and that's Thomas Braddock. Thomas Braddock, and I think he just got his head peeled off though, so he did get up there and he got a penalty. So Braddock looks like he gets a penalty. That's a 1-for-1. That's gonna pull off all the attackers on the D side and in the center for Prime right now. So they only have, and it's not looking good right now for Prime. Looks like Palm Beach spreading the field out here towards the Snake side. 4 players left the line. Venom only losing Malachi right now.
Yeah, Venom lost that body early off the Dorito side. Getting him back quick, now attacking up the center into the A. As Prime loses their Snake side corner, he comes walking off the field right now. Prime with just 1 body sitting in that back Dorito on the Snake side. And here comes the attack down the Doritos. And he is gonna get eliminated. So Palm Beach Venom, after losing that first point, putting a quick 2 back up on the board. Just under 8 minutes left to go in this game.
Well, that's the way you want to rally. I mean, if you drop that early one, and we're playing for a World Cup championship. This is gonna fulfill a dream right here. It's tough to get through those divisions. You know, we've been watching the best in the business in the champs and the challengers division for the past 2 days, but I can't emphasize how fun the divisional ranks are. But also, it is difficult. So, you know, any team that even makes it to the World Cup finals in any of these divisions, it's a long road. So right now we're watching the 2 best in D4 here at this event, Venom and Prime. 1 point separates these 2 teams. We're gonna be right back. Back in the pits here, just about 40 seconds to go. And again, I'd like to thank Ryan Greenspan for being up here in the tower with us, calling this divisional game. And Ryan, you just got back from a crazy trip, Egypt, right?
Yeah, I was actually in the Millennium for Paris, the finals, and Blake Yarber and I decided to take a little jaunt down to Egypt to check it out and see what the pyramids were all about and see what the fuss was going on.
You're my buddy, but and I'm not saying this just because we're friends, but those pictures that you were posting on Instagram from Egypt were some of the coolest. But you also kind of give some insight into what was going on behind the scenes in the day-to-day life there.
Right.
Which was kind of shocking, actually. So where can people go to kind of catch you on Instagram?
Yeah, you know, all my social media is pretty easy to find me. It's just at Ryan Greenspan on Twitter, on Instagram. Facebook is Ryan Greenspan. You know, so again, I'm pretty easy to find out there. But yeah, some pretty incredible stories out there that we'll talk about at the next break here.
Yeah, so right now getting into this matchup, both teams have a player in the Snake. Prime in better field position right now, though. They're at the 50. And for Prime, it looks like that is Daniel Figuera. Yeah, Daniel Figuera for Prime 2 in the Snake. And it looks like number 9 for Palm Beach. Might be Kenny Roy in there. So nobody's dropped for either team. 5 players strong.
Both teams, I believe, have Dorito 1, Dorito corner, back center. So Prime right now with the most real estate in the Snake. But yes, again, 5 on 5 right now, and everybody's pretty well matched up. So look for a little Snake action coming here soon. We got these 2 guys right here on your screen lined up here, and it's gonna, you know, as long as one of them doesn't get shot out, I think you're gonna see a nice little bunkering move for everybody.
Looks like Prime's gonna lose that first body off of the Dorito side. It's gonna get up and walk out of Dorito 1.
But look at this, here comes another kill out of the Dorito corner from our Snake 2 player. What a lot of these divisional players don't recognize are what the purpose is for them playing the spots. You know, we got the Prime guy up here, what seems like the best spot, which is the 50 Dorito. However, he has no shots. There it is. There's that action that we're talking about.
Little Snake battle going down right now. And it looks like Prime is going to win that battle here in the Snake, which is going to send, I think that's Martino coming off for Palm Beach Venom.
Oh, but he He makes that run right there without checking off the other side of the field, which comes to a 3-on-2 situation right now. The Palm Beach team having the advantage on the Dorito side. We've got Chris Asoya look-alike here in the snake coming down. But again, what I was saying about this snake side is, you can't just run to the spots in, just because you're further up the field, you're in a better position. That's not exactly how it's going down. But Prime losing the last bar, one more body, and then there it is right there, 3-on-1, and they close it out. So Palm Beach evening it up.
Yeah, so Palm Beach came to play here. Nice job pumping their fists in the air, tying this game up. I'm sorry, putting another point on the board for Palm Beach. It's going to be 3-1 right now. 5 minutes and 17 seconds remain here in this matchup. So, and 1 point away from victory. Again, it's a race to 4 points. This game brought to you by PB Nation. Join the conversation, go to PB Nation. So, man, can Prime dig deep? It's been 3 unanswered points by Venom right now. You can see there this little snake battle matching up.
Too much Venom on the snake side for Palm Beach. Over here getting it done as
yeah, so
I think that was Fugera made that move, but then got chopped up.
So also
on the inside.
I'm sorry, Todd, but while we just have a moment. So Ryan, also you teach a ton of clinics.
Yeah.
Off season's coming up here. Do you have any big plans?
Yeah, actually, I have a couple of local events I'm going to be doing in the Southern California area. I'm also going to be headed to Hermosillo, Mexico. Hermosillo, Mexico in November to do a little clinic in Espanol, brush up on my Spanish a little bit.
I mean, your Spanish has got to be getting pretty good at this point.
It is, I actually did a thing with Tony Perez in the South American All-Stars just recently, just the last 3 days before leading up to this event. And, I know how to say shoot and left and right. I can speak a decent amount of Spanish. I understand.
Well, Todd's fluent, so
Yeah.
he could just test you out right now. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so also hope you guys got your fantasy picks in, playing for that DM15. We're going to see, the last 2 games to score any fantasy points. That's part of the magic of picking a winning team for your own personal fantasy team is who's going to even make it to the semifinals and the finals. Right now, it's Damage and Art Chaos. Hopefully you have some Damage players, some Art Chaos players on your roster. So is Palm Beach going to be able to polish off Prime here?
Running out here with 5 seconds.
Yeah, get a slow start.
Oh, there's no way.
Oh, there's no way she's going to be able to make it in. So she's just going to have to run right off. So kind of dropping the ball here for Prime on their try to attempt a comeback and get out in that. You only have 2 minutes to suit up, get some more paint, get some more air. So
yeah, that's another thing that I actually help teach in some of my clinics is preparation. Teaching this clinic over the last couple days was, a lot of these South American teams weren't able to play multiple points, but and in that comes the preparation of you've got 2 minutes. Let's run a practice and make sure that we have the right amount of pit crew helping us, so that we can relax and focus on the game and not have to sprint out under 10 seconds like that.
Yeah, it's trying to get her in the game too here on the big stage in the finals. And then opportunity kind of squandered there. Really kind of hurt, but I mean, they still got 4 bodies alive right now. Prime fighting back. Still over 4 minutes left to go, but all 5 Venom players alive.
But this is the move right here and get a shot on that Dorito corner, which he missed. So right now you're looking at this back center 33. He was the one who kind of held the anchor down on that last point, being able to shoot out the snake player as he ran up there.
yes, Jacob Tuto for oh no, sorry, 33 on your screen for Palm Beach. So yeah, that is Jacob Tuto. And they have 5 players left alive here. So and now moving up on the D side.
Yeah, and that's another thing that Dorito side is really dangerous because a lot of teams don't really pay attention to what's going on over there.
And Fugera gets shot out of that middle, trying to go up to the A to make something happen. But Prime still has a body.
And you're
Here
looking
in
at
the
a
snake.
4-on-3. The Prime guy's got to make it happen right now. The snake player's got to get some kills. Look for a similar situation as to what went down on that last match. If they put some pressure on this temple that you're looking at right now on your screen, he's the last body over there on that Dorito side for the Palm Beach crew. So what needs to happen is they need to put some pressure on him from the snake and from that Dorito 1 on that side. And make it really tough to live in there.
Prime still really controlling the snake, though. They got a body in snake 2 and a snake corner. And they're just letting minutes roll off the clock.
Yeah, Prime really needs to get to the snake corner. Whatever he needs to do, he needs to put some guys in and get to the snake corner, power down this side, and get this other snake player off the field. Again, like you said, Todd, there's a 2:40 left in regulation time right now, and it's not really good.
Yeah, Thomas Braddock in the snake.
Oh, and he takes one in the loader from across the field.
Yeah, and it's
Kinda
gonna
panicked a little bit.
Yeah, he did. Starting to look pretty good right now for Venom, though. It's 2-on-3, but Venom, real good field position here. 1 point away from taking this victory and winning the World Cup in Division 4. 2 minutes and 18 seconds remain. And another thing, too, I mean, they don't have to score 4 points. And they're only looking at 2 bodies. They could just hang out in that snake, but no, he's like, nope, not hanging out. I'm going to try to move inside, but that's a little bit of a mistake there.
Yep.
Because, again, you have to keep situational awareness at all times. You're up 3-1. There's only 2 minutes left on the clock.
But Prime losing their Dorito player, so it comes down to a 2-on-1 right now with just under 2 minutes to go. Down by 2 points.
And Venom really doesn't have to go anywhere, but
and that's a major on him. Game over.
And that is it. So a triumphant Palm Beach Venom here, Florida boys. And they are going to reign supreme here in Division 4 and win the PSP World Cup in that division. And, man, I've always said, one of the most amazing experiences that you can have as a paintball player is to be able to win, be alive on that field, and celebrate with your buddies, all the guys that you put all that time, blood, sweat, and tears in. And so, man, what an amazing feeling they must be having right now as they take this D4 victory. And, you know, Prime started early well, but they just, little mistakes, Ryan, all over the place.
Yeah, we saw that. You know, they, like you said, they had that great point, and then there's that point right there. They just had to start down bodies, and that's gonna really affect the game, because if you don't have a penalty, then you don't have to start down bodies. But if you're not prepared, then that's gonna come to bite you in the ass, in the butt.
Yeah. So unfortunately, you can see that they're very happy. Palm Beach coming out, smiles all around. But when we go to the other side and show the Prime players, definitely lots of frowns. But at the same time, man, second place at the World Cup. And like I was talking about how hard it is to fight through the divisions, there's a lot of teams down there. You're not just playing against 10 teams. You have to be the best for massive team counts. I mean, there's over 350 teams here in all the different divisions. So, and nice work by Palm Beach Venom, able to close it out, score that 4th point, but definitely got some help. There was penalties. Prime had that gun issue even just to start out, so they had to burn that timeout, and then didn't even get the body out for that last one. So unfortunate for them. But let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, I am here with Roy Kenny. Congratulations. He doesn't know what to do with his hands. I've never heard that joke. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You just won World Cup. How does it feel?
It feels great. We've been working for weeks. We battled all through the event, went undefeated, lost a good handful of points, but Prime put up a tough match, and, you know, we respect them always. It's a good group of guys.
You were telling me before we were on camera that this is your first time playing on the pro field. How did that feel?
It felt good, you know. I've been around a lot of the guys, and, you know, a lot of our players have been on the pro field and won, but my first place in an event in the World Cup and the World Series championship now, so it feels real good.
Wow, that is amazing. Congratulations. Who do you want to thank?
Empire Paintball, definitely our coach Ken, everybody in our pit, and definitely my mom. I love you.
All right, well, the Vipers just took first place for D4 here at World Cup. Congratulations. Go celebrate. Back to you guys.